What's up, guys? It's Scott here at the Furrier's channel. Just coming at you again with another quasi unboxing, kind of a few pickups that I missed in the last video. It's kind of strange after we kind of did the pickups, and I was even thought about adding it back in later, and I was like, dang, I missed a couple of those because I don't know, I'm just scatterbrained, and plus with like I said, also my foot, like getting around, I'm just like, I'm not going to get up and wobble around trying to find stuff that I missed in the middle of the video. So anyways, that was kind of that, but here we are today on a Thursday. It's a little snow left. Kids went to school today. Yesterday was a kind of a full house. My oldest, he never wants to come out when I'm doing this or with the younger ones. He locks himself in his room and usually plays VR. He's 12 now, so he's kind of doing his own thing. You know, everyone's there. So we did miss a few, which it was only two, well, three. One box has two figures in it. I got the Dudleys in. I've really been wanting some the Dudley figures. Excuse me. My wife picked me up a coffee this morning when she got back from taking the oldest to school. But trying to get these before these came out. These are Ultimates, but the figures before, I can't remember if they were Mattel or someone else. I probably was Mattel, but anyways, nor here nor there. They were super expensive, so these normal price on Ringside with the discount code I usually use that Kyle's discount code. But then also I missed this one, Owen Hart, AEW, Jazzwares. I don't pick up many of these because a lot of the figures they produce, obviously, I'm not real familiar with them. So, like all these on the back of this, I'm not even going to try to name them off. I probably kind of heard the names, but I don't know who they are. I will say the face on this one is kind of close. It's a nice representation of Owen. So it is what it is. One thing I've kind of noticed with these, the AEW, I guess these are, is that Jazzware? Yeah. They've got pins in the arms, like just gnarly looking pins. Pins in the legs. Even the girls, I've seen a lot of them. Like I said, I've only got this AEW, the Matt Hardy, and I got Ric Flair. Matt Hardy I opened. I feel like he didn't have pins. I will say one thing. He popped apart real easy when I went to pull him out of the plastic shell. He just broke in half, and then he popped back together, obviously. But for some reason, these feel cheaper made, I guess. So I don't know. I don't know much about this line. I know there's a few figures that have been popping up that I want to get. Obviously, this one, and I went in and ordered that Surfer Sting version. I'm coughing there, it sounds awful. So hopefully that one will be in. It says it'll be here Monday. I've always wanted that version of Sting because that's the one I kind of really grew up with. The version of Sting in WCW, which you kind of took on like that Crow persona kind of thing. I knew of it, but I didn't really watch it, so it is what it is on that. So anyways, we had those, and like I said, the Sting ordered, the Surfer Sting, and I went in and ordered the Demolition, the two. It comes in two. And what else did? I think that was it. There was a few more things. Valkyrie, and then there's one other I can't remember. Maybe after it'll come to my mind after I finish this video, and I'll be like, oh yeah. So, but anyways, the ones I was wanting to open, we're going to go and open those. We looked at them yesterday. I will say I did this Jade figure yesterday, which was kind of chaotic with both my kids. My son usually does pretty good, but my daughter, she's only 4, so she gets a little, wants to do what she wants to do, which is understandable. So I kind of cut it short because If you have kids, you know. So anyways, I did notice on this one, what's funny with some of these figures is the toes. Had toe articulation, and this is an elite, so it's kind of weird. Other than that, if you do get this one, I haven't taken the jacket off of her because these arms do not do much in this jacket, because the jacket's kind of a rubbery kind of feel to it. So not much of a bend in the arms with it on, and not much going up and down, FYI. So if you get this figure, and the jacket does come off, I just haven't taken it off because I'm like, dang, this thing's hard to get off. Hell, and it's gonna be hard as heck to get on again. So, but still a good looking figure, even in the pose with the jacket on. I'm fine with that. So I'm sure if you just sit yours on the shelf, you'll be fine with that too. Unlike if you're my son, he plays with them. So he's always played with his wrestling figures that I've gotten him, and I give him some of mine too whenever I've got extras. Like I said, I had this John Cena. I gave him that John Cena because now I had two. So, and plus he needed a John Cena because he loves John Cena too. So, anyways, I'm rambling on about a bunch of nonsense. We'll go and start with Jesse the Body. Says at the top, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. And this one's funny. I didn't see nothing, Monsoon. That sounds familiar. I love that. So, like I said before, I think I mentioned in these videos, I really like these Coliseum collection boxes because they're so easy to put back in, you know. And the card back, you can save it. Pretty cool stuff. If you wanted to, you could like hang this up. I think this folds out. Yeah, this one. I don't know if the other ones did this or not. It folds out like that. So I don't know why. I'm sure somebody else might know why. Pretty cool though. Oh, we got on the back here. I don't know if I have my glasses. Can't see very well. But a few of these I do want. I do want that Coliseum Hogan, which I think it comes in a 2-pack with Terry Funk. The Hart Foundation. I want that Honky Tonk Man. Pretty much just about all of them. The only one I didn't really care to get was Rick Rude. So I'd gotten that Jake the Snake separate. I ordered it on eBay from somebody. Because I already have a Rick Rude, and I'm not like super like, oh, I gotta have Rick Rude and like have a ultimate type figure of him, which I'm fine with. I think this one had, the one they have in this one has short hair too. So the one I have has short hair. So if I was to get another Rick Rude, I'd want the long hair. I don't see it on here. I don't know when it was released, but somewhere along the line, a Sergeant Slaughter in the Coliseum collection was released. And man, I wanted that so bad. Then I looked up prices on eBay. It's like $100. I'm like, well, guess I'm not getting that. So we got Jesse the Body in here looking really good. The glasses, the hat, the boa. The only thing I will say is with these wrestling figures, since I've been collecting them, I am not real big on the glasses and stuff. I know they're kind of part of their deal, but a lot of the times you get them, they don't want to stay on. They fall off. They come with a little rubber band around them. And I usually don't ever keep that on there. I don't know if y'all usually do. So just one of my little nitpicks, I guess, about wrestling figures. So it's kind of like my Sergeant Slaughter when he went bad. I think he has glasses and his hat, and it never sat on right. So I don't know. It is what it is, like someone said before. Let's see if we can get him out of here without losing his glasses or his little hat. All right. I must already say, just looking at this figure, yeah, he's got a little rubber band holding his glasses on. For now, I'll probably end up keeping that on him just because. Let's see, what pose could we do? I don't know. I'll try to mess with it a little bit later, but he always did that pose there with his arm. on that one side. So I'm not sure how I'm going to set him up exactly, but these pants do look familiar. I've seen him in some matches. I've been going back and watching some old matches from back in the day. Some of them are okay. Some of them are kind of, So anyways, one thing I did talk about in one of my videos with these elites and the ultimates, about to sneeze for some reason. I went back and I was looking at them, and I probably sounded stupid. And I was like, the butt of these figures, I just started really noticing. I was like, they do not go back worth a crap unless you drop them down, and they still, the way they made their butts, it's annoying. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. I just noticed it about a week or so ago. So, but this one has all the typical ultimate shenanigans. Pinless on this bad boy all over. Toe articulation. The usual ab crunch that they've been doing. The head on this one looks good with the glasses. I'm not taking the scarf or anything off just because I don't feel like doing the rubber band back on there. And it even came with them on there on his boa to keep it in place. So we will take a look at his extras. So we'll take a look here if I can find, oh yeah. These Coliseum collections come in the little extra box. We'll pop these bad boys open. Oh yeah. Not a lot, but a little bit. I don't know if that makes any sense. All right. So we got another hat. Another Jesse hat. And let's see, we got some head action here. Oh, I'm dropping hands. I can't move too fast because the old foot. So this head here, we'll take a look at it. It's showing the little teeth. Probably looked real good in his hat. Let's see what it looks like. Pretty sure he used to wear it backwards. Yeah. So we got that business on there. And I think this other one's got his mouth open. And if you pick up Ultimates or Coliseum Collection, you got your typical extra hands. This one's got the grippy hand, the fist. So he has 2 fists and 2 open hands like that, obviously, like the one you just seen. In the other head, we got opening his mouth. So pretty cool. I definitely will get any other Jesse figures they come out with, like Commentator Jesse. That is definitely one. I just need one. So if I get one of those, and I got him back when he was wrestling, I'll be good on the Jesse figures. So they all go back in there nice and neatly in the box, and we just slide that bad boy back in there. You can slide your plastic piece back in there. Not a whole lot to them. I mean, I guess they're getting to be less and less with the prices of everything, kind of probably trying to keep prices the same. So you get a little less stuff in there. I don't know if I didn't open it on camera, but I got that Ultimate Undertaker, and he didn't come with hardly anything. He came with his hat, I think his long coat, whatever you want to call it, and some hands, and I think that's it. He didn't come with extra head or anything. So same price as usual, but it is what it is with everything getting expensive. So we're going to pop open this King Kong Bundy here, one I've really been wanting to do. We got 5 Avalanche. This one, he must be kind of big. He's big. He's like wanting to pop out of here. The way he's sitting in there, the box got kind of bent. So I don't know if that's everybody's that came in, that theirs is like that, but pretty cool. Looking on the back, same old stuff. I did get the $1 Million Man and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He's one of my favorites. My son asked me my favorite wrestler. I was like, oh man, that's a tough one. And I always have to revert to Hulk Hogan because, you know, I grew up with Hulk Hogan, watched the cartoon and everything, and just was always a big Hulk Hogan fan. So I know he's had his, controversies or whatever. And it's like, who doesn't have them? So, you know, and as long as he was around in the business, you know, I'm not saying if they're true or not true. I mean, like they say, you stick around long enough as the good guy, you'll eventually become the bad guy. So I don't know if that stands true in real life, but when you're on camera all your life, it eventually happens. So, and we all know he's had some issues, so, but I try not to really think about that kind of stuff. I just think about back when I was young watching wrestling. So, and you know, I think he tried to have a little redemption tour there the past almost a year and a half before he actually passed away. He was on a lot of podcasts. You know, some people made fun of him, which it's part of it. So, you know, some people still don't have a lot of good things to say about him. And a lot of the time it's people that are in the business, you know, the wrestling business, which I kind of get it a little bit, but it's kind of like, well, I've been around and had many different places I worked, jobs or whatever, and there was people that didn't like me, so just the way it is. So I probably did something they didn't like that I didn't notice it just because I'm kind of stuck in my own little bubble. So anyways, that's not here nor there, but we got King Kong Bundy out. Good looking figure. Just kind of messing with it. He feels kind of almost hollowish, I guess, maybe. I don't know if they did Andre that way with his Ultimate, but I don't have the Ultimate Andre. I've got the Super 7 Andre. There's a couple other Andres I'd like to get, but, you know, people want too much money for them, so, you know, you just kind of ate out of that one. But I will say, since we are talking figures here, they might have went a little overboard on the muscularity of his arms, which, if you ever watched King Kong Bundy, he wasn't the most muscular feller ever, but he was definitely a presence in the ring. I will say, with mine, we got one loosey-goosey foot and one foot that's tight, toe articulation, pins in the knees, pinless elbows, got the butterfly shoulders and all that business. Obviously his outfit's all painted on him there. A little disappointed with that foot there though. I mean, it's real loose. I guess it's a good thing the other one is stiff as a board. So other than that, pretty cool. Just get a good overlook of him. This is what you're going to get. If you're a King Kong Bundy fan, I would say pick her up. I will say mine, the neck, because he's got it's almost like he doesn't have a neck. That head is barely moving, so no up and down hardly, just barely. Side to side is almost not there at all. It almost feels like it's going to break. Same problem with the back as I've seen with the other figures. They do not go back. We'll say the legs are kind of ugly on this one, the way they did it. But he is a thick figure, so I'm sure it was kind of hard to do. So we'll try to move this along. We're running a little longer than I thought because I can't stop running my mouth sometimes. We got, for extra goodies, if I can get it to pop out, we got King Kong Bundy shirt. Probably slide that on. It'd be nice if I had two of them to do two different styles. The heads, I think all these are going to have a problem moving around just because he's got like that double chin. The one that came on it, his mouth is shut. That one was a little bit open. That one's Angry Bundy. And then we have Yelling Bundy. So And the hands that came with it, pretty typical, 2 fists, 2 open hands, and then the 2 hands that are on him for grabbing whatever, the ropes. That's what I always do with them. Or a weapon of choice, which he didn't come with any weapons. So, but anyways, that was it. I just wanted to get these bad boys open to get them on the shelf, and I don't know, just get out there and do something on the old YouTube, because like I said, I got a broke foot right now, and I'm just kind of sitting around the house, and the kids went to school today. So anyways, that's it on some figures. Wasn't too much, but y'all have a good one. Later.